My father smashed my nursing license on the floor at my graduation dinner and told me I destroyed our family. I sat at the head table, wiping my sweaty palms on my white dress as I stared at Aunt Cora's strange smile. My family filled the room, celebrating my nursing graduation. What? I whispered. Aunt Cora leaned closer. Your father wants to give a speech. He's been waiting for this moment for 10 years. My hands started shaking. My heart raced. I shook my head quickly. No, please tell him not to. She shot me a look like she knew something I didn't. He insists. My knee began bouncing and I couldn't stop it. My fiancé Rowan squeezed my hand. You okay? I forced a smile. Fine. The dinner had been perfect until Aunt Cora sat down. Mom was across the room laughing with cousins. Dad stood by the bar staring at me. I was 15 when I found the pills. Dad worked as a hospital pharmacist. I caught him filling unmarked bottles with oxycodone. When I asked what he was doing, he said Uncle Neil needed them for back pain. But Uncle Neil was an addict. Everyone knew it. And Dad was feeding it. I tried to talk to Mom. She told me to stay out of adult business. I tried to talk to Dad. He said I didn't understand. So I called the hospital's ethics hotline, anonymous, gave them the dates, the medications, everything. Dad lost his license 2 weeks later. Uncle Neil died from an overdose 3 months after that, and nobody ever knew I reported it. Dad tapped a knife against his glass. The room went quiet. I want to say a few words about my daughter, he began. His voice was calm, too calm. She graduated today with her nursing license. Following in her old man's footsteps, people clapped. I tried to smile. It's ironic, really, Dad continued, that she gets the career I built, the one I lost because someone in this family betrayed me. My stomach dropped. Aunt Cora spoke loud enough for nearby tables to hear. I know who made that call, Andrew. I've known for years. The room went dead silent. Dad's face went white. What? Your daughter. She was 15. I saw her on your office phone that day. I couldn't breathe. My hands were shaking violently. Is this true? Dad asked, staring at me. Everyone was watching. 50 family members, all eyes on me. You were giving pills to an addict, I said quietly. Uncle Neil needed help. Not, he needed his brother, Dad shouted. He was in pain, and you got me fired. You destroyed my career. You're the reason he had to find pills on the street. You're the reason he's dead. That's not— Don't, he snapped. You were a child who thought she knew better, and now you get to be a nurse while I stock shelves at a pharmacy counter. I stared at him, tears streaming. I was trying to save Uncle Neil's life. You were breaking the law. I was helping family. He moved toward the head table. Rowan stood up, stepping between us. Mr. Hayes, you need to calm down. Get out of my way. Dad pushed past him and grabbed the framed nursing license from the gift table. My name in official letters. 6 years of work. Dad, please. He held it up for everyone to see. Then he threw it on the floor. The glass shattered. He stomped on it. Once, twice. The frame splintered. The paper tore under his shoe. There, he said, breathing hard. Now you know what it feels like to watch your career destroyed by family. The room was frozen. Mom finally spoke. Andrew, what are you doing? Making her face consequences. She ruined my life. She killed her uncle, and she gets to celebrate like none of it happened? I stared at the destroyed license. 6 years of school, student loans, clinical rotations, now shredded. I was 15, I whispered. You were committing a felony. What was I supposed to do? Support your family, he screamed. Not turn on them like a coward. Rowan moved in front of me, voice ice cold. Get away from her, now. This is family business. You just destroyed her property in front of witnesses, Rowan said calmly, and you're blaming her for doing the right thing when she was a child. You're done here. Dad's face was red. You can't kick me out. I'm calling security. If you're not gone in 60 seconds, I'm calling the police. Mom appeared at Dad's side. Andrew, we need to leave. She destroyed this family. She needs to admit what she did. I admit it, I said, voice shaking. I reported you. I'd do it again. Uncle Neil is dead because he was an addict, not because I made a phone call. You were enabling him. I was 15, and I was the only one willing to stop it. Dad stared at me like I was a stranger. Mom's voice was quiet. Let's go, Andrew. They left. Aunt Cora followed, shooting me a satisfied look. Rowan knelt and gathered the pieces of my shredded license. You did the right thing, he said softly. Then and now. I watched emotionlessly as my parents walked out of the banquet hall and out of my life forever.